Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and on this one we're going to be building the best Great Tusk build for raids on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. First off, we're going to start off with a location. You want to fly over to Zero Gate. Now you can find him around here, but you won't find him that often, so it's best to go to Zero Gate. Now Great Tusk is a Scarlet only exclusive, so if you're on Violet you will have to trade for it, unfortunately. So you want to head inside the gate, and then you want to head to research station number 3. Once you're here, just head outside, and there'll be a giant cave right in front of you. You just want to go forward. Great Tusk spawns inside this cave, or just on the outside of it. As soon as you reach this bit here, he will start spawning. There he is. You just want to encounter him. Once you've encountered him, you just want to catch him, but make sure the one you catch is a ground type tera, because that's the tera we're going to be using, and we're also going to be using the held item metronome. If you don't know where to get metronome, you want to fly over to Lavintia North. Once you're here, you just want to head in this direction, and there will be a Delibird shop right here, and you just want to scroll down and buy it for 15,000 Pokedollars. Now the metronome is a chain item, and what it does is, so say you use a move, say Stomping Tantrum, it's at 100% damage when you use it. If you use it again the turn later and it doesn't get interrupted or miss or anything like that, it will be at 120% damage. You use it for a third time in a row, it'll be at 140%, and then 160%, 180%, and 200% at its max. And if it gets interrupted while it's at 200%, then it will reset and you'll have to do it again. But by then you would have completed the raid. As soon as you get out of the shop, I want you to turn right and head this way. There should be a black and green shop, and it should have a transit on the front of it right there. I want you to go inside this shop, and I want you to buy the adamant mint, because we don't use special attack and this buffs our attack. Now our ability is photosynthesis. This boosts our attack by 30% in harsh sunlight. Unfortunately, this is the only ability we actually can get, so no matter what Great Tusk you catch, it will have this ability. Now as we said earlier, we will be running the adamant nature, which is up in attack, down in special attack. Now the good thing about Great Tusk is it's got very high attack and very high defense, so against them physical attackers you're going to do very well. Our EVs are going to go into HP and attack. Make sure you have 5 out of 6 max IVs. If you don't know how to get IVs, you want to head to a Delibird shop and go inside, and then you want to click on general goods. Now you can trade in a bottle cap for a max IV, and for every Pokemon it will cost you 100,000, because we do 5 out of the 6 stats. So if you don't have any, I want you to buy 5 of those. And then to actually get the max IVs, you need to fly over to Montenevera, and then when you're here you want to head right over here. There will be a guy with an Abomasnow. You want to speak to him, and he will do the hyper training. So when you've picked which Pokemon you want to hyper train, you can click bottle caps, and then you will want to train HP, attack, defense, special defense, and speed. We're not going to use special attack because we're a physical attacker, so special attack here is useless. It's just a waste of money. Now that you've done this, we're going to get into the moves. So the moves we're going to be using are Earthquake, Bulk Up, Sunny Day, and Stomping Tantrum. So Earthquake is going to be our main damaging move. It's ground type and it does a lot of damage. Bulk Up we're going to use to boost our attack and defense. This is especially good against physical attackers. Sunny Day we will actually use before we start attacking. This will boost our attack by 30%. And Stomping Tantrum we just use as a 4th move in case for whatever reason Earthquake gets disabled or we're not allowed to use it anymore. Now Stomping Tantrum, Sunny Day, and Earthquake we all learn from level up, so that's nice. However, Bulk Up we have to use a TM to get it. If you don't know where to get TMs, you want to head to any Pokemon Center and go to the green bit, the TM machine. Now to get TM64 Bulk Up you will need 3000 LP, 3 Makahita Sweat, and 3 Atsu Scales. Let me show you where to get those real quick. To find Makahita you need to go to Zapapico East. Just want to turn around so you're facing this way, and we're going to be heading this way. Now I'm right here next to the Pokemon Center on the map, and as you can see I found a Makahita, so this is where you find him. You just want to take him out, and then you can get your Makahita Sweat. To get your Atsu Scales you're going to want to fly over to Dalizapa Passage. Once you're here you're going to want to click your left trigger and look up. You want to find the part that's mostly flat, so this bit, and you want to climb up it. And we're going to be climbing all the way to the top. So if you climb on the other side, as you can see, it kind of elevates this way, halfway up, and you won't be able to climb any further. Once you get to the top, it shouldn't be too long before you find an Axu or a Fracture, and you just want to take it out, and then you can get your Atsu Scales and you will have Bulk Up. Now that we have our full build, let's get into some raids. So we found our first raid. It's a 5-star poison type Serena. Let's begin. So on turn 1 we will use Bulk Up. Surprisingly, Great Tusk is actually quite fast. Bulk Up will raise our attack and defense by 1 stage, and Trap Kick didn't do really that much damage, but it does drop our attack, which is not going to be fun. We use Bulk Up a second time, so we're on +2 attack and +2 defense if it wasn't for Trap Kick anyway. On the 3rd turn we're going to use Sunny Day. This will increase our attack by 30% because of our ability. Serena uses Power Whip, but it only does 26 damage because we've buffed up our defense a lot. It does use Reflect however, which will stop our damage by quite a bit, but we should still do a lot of damage. Let's see, we didn't do that much, but we're just getting towards our terrestrialize. Once we get that and the reflect wears up, we'll be doing a lot of damage. So we use earthquake again, do a bit of damage. The Serena's shield goes up, so we use earthquake again next turn. It doesn't do that much because now the shield's up, but next turn we can go into our terror state, but it has nullified our stats and changes, and then hits us with a power whip. Now technically we are on -1 right now because of that drop kick at the start of the fight, so we're going to terrestrialize and use bulk up. That will raise our attack and defense by 1 stage. It has used drop kick again though, so now we're on -1 again, so we're going to use bulk up again. Hopefully it doesn't use drop kick this time. Now that we're on level playing field, we can start to use earthquake. It should do quite a bit of damage. We're just chipping away at that health now. So it breaks its shield and does a lot of damage because we're terrestrialized now. However, the sun does go down, but that shouldn't matter because next turn we should finish her off. It used grassy terrain and then hits us with a power whip, but we should be able to finish her off regardless. So we attack with earthquake and we finish Serena off. As you can see, we was weak to Serena and our defense is so good that we survived all fight without dying, and we still did a lot of damage even with all the trap kicks. On to the next raid. So Great Tusk can actually be a great option for those electric type raids as well because they only have 1 weakness. And with that being said, let's start the second raid. It's a 5-star electric type Lucario. So turn 1 we're going to use bulk up, raise that attack and defense. I'm hoping it's mostly a physical attacker. It does use earthquake, so I'm guessing that's the case. We're going to use bulk up again, so we're on +2 attack and +2 defense. Sadly this thing doesn't have trap kick. We use Sunny Day on our 3rd turn as it's hitting us with a vacuum waves to do a little bit of chip damage. Oh, Sunny Day doesn't increase our attack, it increases our defense in this case. That's very interesting. So we're going to use earthquake on our next turn. It does a little bit of damage. Lucario puts his shield up. We use earthquake again to do a bit more damage. He hits us back with an earthquake, doesn't do that much damage, and then we hit him with another earthquake. We're just trying to get our terrestrialize right now. We do get our terrestrialize and we're just going to use it straight away. We're on about half health at the minute, so he uses vacuum wave to take us below half, and we terrestrialize and use earthquake. It should break his shield. It does, and it does a lot more damage after breaking his shield. It nullifies the stat changes on our side. I don't think an earthquake will kill us, however, so we're going to finish him off with our earthquake, and the Lucario goes down. However, we might need to rethink this Sunny Day because it's raising our defense and not our attack, even though our attack will be higher. Although increasing our defense by 30% isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's still good. I'd just rather be attacking, getting that Terra sooner. Now we did get lucky. The 6-star raid for today was in fact a type that we're strong against, so we're going to do it. I've seen a few comments saying that they want to see these Pokemon against 6-star raids, and I'd love for that to happen, but in some cases it takes hours just to find a single raid, and to do 3 of them in 1 day for a build, I don't think I'd be able to put the video out in the same day if I got unlucky with raids, and I'd hate for that to happen. So it is a 6-star Talonflame, a rock type. Let's start it up. So first turn we are going to use bulk up to raise that attack and defense. It uses flamethrower again. We're going to use bulk up again. I don't think I'm going to use Sunny Day this fight just because it'll make the Talonflame stronger with them flamethrowers. Talonflame uses Sunny Day, so it looks like I didn't have to. That activates our photosynthesis and our defense grows. So we're not going to use Sunny Day in future raids. We're just going to attack after 2 bulk ups. I thought it was raising our attack when it wasn't. So we use earthquake, do a little bit of damage. We just want that terrestrialization at the minute. We use earthquake again, do some damage. It does take us out with a flamethrower. We're going to use one of our cheers, a hang tough cheer. This will increase our special defense. Now when it uses flamethrower, it won't do as much. And then we're going to use bulk up once to raise our attack and defense. And then we're going to use earthquake. This will get us our terror. Now that we've terrestrialized, we use earthquake again. It does almost half of its shield in damage. So we're going to use earthquake again, hopefully get close to breaking that shield. It almost breaks the shield. We're going to use our last cheer to heal up, and then we're going to use earthquake because its shield's down. See how much damage that does, and it kills it. Even though we could have done better in that raid, it would have been better if first turn we would have used the defense buff and then got our terrestrialized for when we got back. So we should have had a bit more time remaining, but we had quite a lot of time remaining still, and we beat the 6-star raid comfortably. So as you can see, these Pokemon can beat 6-star raids. Boo, no Mystica. Now if you just caught a Greninja from the event that just went by and you don't quite have a build for him yet, then check out this video and I'll catch you on the next one.